Hi, it's Rich with Dorn Color. Wanted to give you a current update on the Laticrete full rollout program that we are producing in anticipation of a successful test launch. I'm going to start with the display. Currently in the field is an acrylic version of what you see here. And this particular model in corrugated is in a craft corrugated material, and it is almost identical to the size that is in the field. Early indications from the field is that the size of the display is a little too big, and they would like to see it reduced. So after talking with our folks, where we can make some adjustments would be in the overall height, not so much in the width, and here's why. When you work with acrylic, you can get very thin 1/8 inch or less pieces of material to support this. However, when you are in cardboard, to get a nice turned edge, even the thinnest of cardboard becomes double its size. So where we see some realization on physical size savings would be in the upper part. And how that's going to happen is our current plastic version of this in the field is revealing 2 inches of the grout sticks per level. The new version will show just 1 inch of material coming out. Very similar to the display that Maria has that we produced many, many years for her on speculation. And that's going to be sent back to us so we can kind of review that to see how we can improve. But that's where we stand on this. A couple key things that are neat. This particular display assembles relatively easily. It also has a nice carry handle, which could be utilized either in a wall mount or a post mount inside the stores if necessary. So that's a unique thing that does not exist currently in the acrylic version. So that's an update on this. Wanted to share with you the grout sticks for the Laticrete program. You're all familiar with how we've done them. They are a 12-inch long version. They're scored twice so that the consumer can fold them on site and make their decisions based on the colors. In what we've seen early on with the test rollout is how many of these paper grout channels should be packed in with the display when we full roll out. And we've done some calculations based on the following criteria. We have come to the process decision that about 400 grout channels should be included for each of the top 10 colors. So each color in the top 10 category would receive initially with the display 400 paper grout channels. The remaining 30 colors would each receive 150. What this will do for you is reduce the potential cost with fulfillment as the program goes on. We have come to an idea there that this supply should last at least 6 months in the field for most of your locations. Some of your locations may go through them much faster, and we can cross that bridge when we come to it. But going with 400 of the top 10 and 150 of each remaining 30 should do the trick. With that said, the quote that I'm about to send over to you is based on 4 quantity standpoints. In other words, 4 different total locations. 500 locations, 750 locations, 1,000 locations, and 2,000 locations. With that said, 500 locations would require about 6,500,000 paper grout channels split in the categories that we just described a moment ago. So 6,500,000 for about 500 locations. For 750 locations, it jumps to 9,750,000 paper grout channels to fulfill the program. At 1,000 locations, roughly 13 million of the paper grout channels would need to be produced to fulfill the program. And then finally, in a full international rollout, if that was to happen over time, 2,000 locations would require about 26 million of the paper grout channels. So at the end of the day, whatever location quantity we end up with, each one of the locations would receive one of the corrugated display, which would be in white craft cardboard with full digital printing. It would not, full white display. It would not be in this brown craft paper. And each one would receive the 400, each of the top 10, doughboyed or polybag, just like we did this first time out, along with an instruction sheet, and 150 of each of the remaining 30 colors, securely packed for distribution across the U.S. That's it for now. Look for the quote that I'll be sending shortly regarding the paper grout channels, and once I receive your acrylic display, the smaller version, we will collaborate to see how we can reduce size on that. Thanks so much. Look forward to helping.